Hello, my name is Louis. I'm here to make a presentation to you today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So the first slide, of course, is as you can see, is the gardening company startup presentation. Description of the choice of company. Why I chose gardening is because it is a major part of almost every household in Australia. There exists a huge market for this kind of company to flourish and be able to be sustained in this country. So, my startup gardening company will eventually have the following services. We'll do landscaping, we'll do installation of flora, we'll do decking, we'll do topsoil laying, we'll do weeding, of course, and adding gardening water features like fountains and little waterfalls. So each service, being a unique service, eventually will develop as the company grows to its own departments over time. And COVID caused a lot of people to lose their jobs in the sector. Hence, many properties have unattended gardens in their yards. One of the major ways this happened is when employees refused to take jabs for COVID-19, and that's when they got laid off. So they exist a huge potential right now after the pandemic for people to get employed again and work in the sector again. Setting up this company will tend to solve the issue of unemployment and at the same time make some revenue for the Australian government too. The theory I used for this is an opportunity-based entrepreneurship theory, um, which is a has a which includes systematic search, whereby as an entrepreneurship, I'm always on the lookout for opportunities. For this being a golden one, I'm always alert in the sense that I have been able to identify the gap for this just by observing the surroundings. Yeah, idea generation, since I've already possessed the skills for this industry. I forgot to mention before that I'm currently working as a gardening employee, so I do have a few skills in this. Um, Design thinking, which basically involves two part, lateral thinking and vertical thinking. Lateral thinking involves solving problems while looking at them from different angles, and vertical thinking is the old school one, which involves just um, systematic thinking, where you tend to solve problems from top down or bottom up. Yeah. So some of the requirements for this are managerial requirements, yes. And under this managerial requirements, as an entrepreneur, you're supposed to have a business plan, yeah. You're supposed to be able to to manage your employees. You're supposed to manage the customers. You're supposed to manage sales, and you're supposed to manage finances. Um, some of the operational requirements for this startup are divided into two. We have internal operations and external operations. Internal operations, of course, being with the employees, how you structure them, how you instruct them to do their jobs, with the shareholders, your relation with them, yeah. And of course, external operation will involve you and the customers, the company and the customers, the company um, and the government, the local government, or be it the national government if it ever grows to a national level. So some of the strategic and structural requirements, sustaining a competitive advantage is a crucial entrepreneurship strategy. One must ensure that the startup is able to break even within the targeted time frame to ensure investors remain happy and avoid any from pulling out. The company should also be placed strategically in the market through various methods of promotion, such as um, online advertisements, radio advertisements, and TV ads. Yeah. Um, this will have a combination of hierarchical structure, and limited liability corporation structure. Combining the two structures will ensure the decision made smoothly and fast to fast to implement, adapt to the changes caused by the pandemic in the industry. Um, Solution to some of the solutions to the entrepreneurial problems. The major challenge faced by entrepreneurs when setting up a startup are finding market, yeah, which can which we can basically, since we are startup, we can basically start by word of mouth. Finding capital. Capital is a huge problem for entrepreneurs, yeah, especially if you don't have good credit history with the banks. This can be a major problem, and you don't have the right networks um, to pull together your investors. Managing time can be also be challenging as a startup or new entrepreneur. And the hiring talent, finding the right people with the right vision can also be a huge challenge for you, especially if you're a startup. So, entrepreneur benefits to the economy and society. Critical problem solved by entrepreneurs in this case of creation of employment. Yes, we are able to create new avenues for employment and solve the huge problem of unemployment and be able to feed mouths at the end of the day. Creation of new avenues for government to collect revenues, yeah. Um, and also, this startup will allow for the circulation of money into the economy. So, new business new means new markets and can be ventured to by the startup, yeah. Introduction of gardening innovations into the market, yeah, like a new, let's say, new designs for gardening, yeah, new water streams for gardening, new technologies in gardening, yeah. This in turn will boost the level of competition in the gardening market industry. So, entrepreneurial benefits to the environment. Um, of course, to the environment, we'll see the introduction of new flora and fauna, yeah, destroyed previously by the human activities during the construction of houses or and etc. Introduction of new species of flora and fauna to new areas where they may thrive and change the scenery of the area. So beautification of the area becomes more eye appealing to homeowners. Yeah, restoration and planting of trees to greener plant to to work towards creating the greener planet and curb the deteriorating current conditions of our planet. Yeah. So in conclusion, the company's success critically depends on the performance of the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur sets all activities and coordinates them using the team employed to implement the strategies and goals for the company. Australia has a huge market gap for this industry, and if entrepreneur implements and apply the theories accordingly, the company could really grow. Most entrepreneurs should always try and come up with environmental friendly ideas such as this one, and not just about breaking even and gaining profits. The entrepreneur also inspires new skills, method, and introduces them to the market, further enhancing the innovative skills currently in the market and nationwide. So the last slide will be the references I made during my research. Thank you for your time. Be blessed. Thank you.